Well, good morning, everybody. Time for an update, I think. Just got out of the shower. Super tired, didn't sleep too good. Probably gonna go back to bed and get a couple more hours of sleep in. But I want to get this update done. It's been a little while. Oh, it's February. Yes, gonna be hitting the road soon. As I said in a previous vlog, I'm going to be out by the end of this month in February. Early March. I'd like to be back in town on March 1st, if I could pick an exact day. I'd be back in town on March 1st, but give or take a couple days, February 28th to March 3rd. So when I'll be back on the road. Got an appointment, and there's no getting around it. Also, my time is almost up here. They've been really helpful, the ranch owners, letting me stay and get a bunch of work done. I may still hit the e-brake. But I'm going to get the sway bars done first. I want that done and out of the way, get this thing back to being drivable. And then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to take apart the e-brake and see what's inside there. I might actually go back into town, do some boondocking, get a bunch of chores done. Got an appointment to get done. And then head back here, maybe work on that some more. I could stay at the ranch, but not for a very long time unless it's for repairs. I don't want roommates or people living in the RV here, so I'm just here temporarily. So, for the past few days, it's been just non-stop organizing. Going through all my stuff. It just seems like it'll never end until I have like a cleaning day where I just take everything out of the RV and then put it all back in without the stuff that I don't need. But right now it's little bits at a time. Stuff's coming from up in the house part down to the basement cabinets and being stored, and tool bags are getting gone through, or there's a big pile of tools sitting right beside me. Got the timing light, a hair dryer, 2 hot glue guns, a couple meters, a couple of testers. All came out of that safety tool bag. I got a DeWalt tool bag, about a 18-inch, and it's supposed to be just safety stuff. I went through it, and there's a whole bunch of tools at the bottom of it, so I took them all out. Now there's a big pile on the floor. Spent $20 and got me another tool bag. I figure I can make room and slip it beside the safety tool bag, which is supposed to be all face masks, gloves, safety glasses, things like that. I got my welding gloves in there. So, lots of organizing. It never seems to end, but I'm getting at least the tools figured out. I do need another tool bag for this extra stuff. Also got the car automotive stuff there too, like the valve spring compressor and a valve holder. So we're gonna have another tool bag. Give you a tool bag update when that gets in. It's another Work Pro, cheap Amazon, but my first Work Pro tool bag is doing great. I think I'd get another one. Thought I would get another one to go with it. Got a little, was that a 10-inch to a 12-inch tool bag. The next one I'm getting is, I believe, another 15 or 18-inch or something. It's just as long as the timing gun is, so it'll fit perfect. Even though it'll fold, it would just lay a lot nicer in there in a bigger tool bag. So anyway, $20, got a new tool bag coming to help with organizing. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of organizing, getting stuff out of here, storing it, getting everything all just as packed up and put away as possible. So when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And the timing light. I want to check the timing, just to check the timing, and I also want to put that, try and put the super coil back in. It looks like it would be timing. I was in the video editing software looking at the two video clips. I had the same angle on the tripod, looking at that spark plug, the testing spark plug. And when I lined up the sparks from the two different clips, the video clip from the OEM coil and then the video clip from the super coil. I lined up the first sparks on each video clip. OEM coil, super coil. Lined them up. A few frames later, boom, the super coil goes first, then the OEM coil. So the OEM or the super coil is firing faster than the OEM coil. So that, the timing is definitely off. They're not firing unless it's it was filmed with the same camera, the same frame rate. I can't think of any other reason why that would be off, other than that the coil fires quicker. So timing, yeah, we'll try and put that in later. I think I might want to try driving around first with the OEM coil and see what differences there were with switching out the iridium plugs and new wires. Then we'll put in the super coil, see if I feel a difference. If not, at least I'll have a super coil and a cool cappy to go with it. So that does look pretty cool. Check my notes. Oh, e-brake repair maybe. Yeah, we'll get the sway bar bushings done first. Because I don't like sitting here feeling like if I needed to get going, I can't really get going. I don't want to drive around with the sway bars, bolts missing and stuff. Let's see here. And then the memberships. Yeah, that was a cool little thing. I was going to have, right now it's just a one-level membership. You join and you get some, loyalty badges. Lets other people know you're a supporter and how long you've been a supporter. It's kind of cool. I like it. I was going to do like level 2 and level 3 different price tiers for releasing like unreleased footage. I have some unreleased footage. Maybe I have a few other ideas for videos that I probably wouldn't make otherwise, but when I get some higher tier levels, we'll throw that in there and have some extras for you if you guys want. But right now, it's just a simple memberships thing. Helps out the channel and gives you little badges and let you show up a little better in live chats too. I see live streamers often turn the chat to members only to thin out the trolls and the people being hateful. So that's the only other reason for that. So if I ever gotta clean up the chat, you guys are the only ones who will be chatting. But we don't really have that problem here on this channel. I've just seen examples of live streams getting crazy and them doing that. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like some of you tried getting me into Patreon. I didn't really like Patreon. This feels like pretty much like that, with some benefits built into your support. So it's like a built-in Patreon into YouTube. And I'll get into that later, figuring out the different levels and adding in extra content for you guys. But right now, it's just a little thing. And thank you so much, everyone who's become a member. That's really cool. It's fun. Oh, yes. I'll be back on the road. When I think about getting back on the road, I'm thinking casinos. Probably the rest area from time to time. I really don't like the noise there. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being on the road. I'm tired of being tired. What I really hope for is being able to go back to RV parks. That way I can keep getting work done on the RV. There's a lot to get done. And I like all the work that I've gotten done so far. It feels like I'm getting closer to my goal and feeling more reliable. Reliable enough for longer road trips. And I've been finding some pretty cheap RV parks too, so I don't know if I want to spend a whole month at an RV park or just maybe like go pay for like a week or two stay at one, get some work done, and then move on to the next one. That's probably what will happen, because then I can spend just a couple $100 for 2 weeks, for 2 5-day weeks, because it's like $20 a day I think on average for an RV park. So for a 5-day stay, it'd be like $100. So I could do 5 days. Take the weekend off and go stay at a Walmart parking lot or a rest area. And yeah, a little way of saving money, I think. Just staying not full months. You get a better deal if you stay full months versus paying for a week or paying for a day. But I think instead of staying a full month, yeah, I'm finding cheap RV parks for like around $300. One local and one way north, almost into Canada. Maybe not almost, but pretty close to Canada. Cheap RV parks. I've been watching them. It don't look too bad. So I've got plans figured out. I'm not going back to being just 100% in parking lots. I don't really like that. I don't mind staying overnight at like a church parking lot or Walmart parking lot, but I want to be able to go back somewhere where I'm not going to get chased out and get my work done. Can't be pulling off parts of the RV and performing large maintenance repairs in parking lots. I need to go to a RV park or back here, but the distance is it's kind of a drive, so we'll see how things go. Getting it planned out though, where I'm going to be going. Casinos, definitely got to get back to a casino to see how the casino's doing with their park there. You guys know the Ilani Casino was building up their RV parking area, and it's just nothing but gravel. Probably finished by now, so definitely got to stop there, check that out. As I mentioned, going up to Seattle. I like Seattle. I've not been there enough. I feel like I've not been there enough. I've been there when I was really young, when my dad took me to seminars. He was a chiropractor, and he had a bunch of like chiropractic seminars up in Seattle in the big, tall skyscrapers, and I'd love to see all that again. Stayed in some pretty cool hotels. Big skyscraper hotels. It was really cool. Seattle was the first place I watched an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Eraser. It was the first rated R movie I think I saw with my dad, and I thought it was really cool and special, and I felt like it was great. It was like, oh, mom's not here. We can finally do guy things. It was like, I finally get to see a rated R movie. It felt like just a kind of a male bonding moment, or Arnold Schwarzenegger and his, action hero stuff. He was watched a lot of his movies growing up, but that was the first rated R movie I ever saw. I remember being kind of a little shocked by it, but also really happy because I was like, yeah, my dad's finally letting me watch a rated R movie. Anyway, Eraser by Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was a good one. My first rated R movie, I think I might have snuck some rated R movies. Watched them when my parents' backs were turned, but I don't really remember anything too crazy. Yeah, I remember that nail grenade that shot out nails everywhere. That was freaking nuts. And it was in his hand, and he had to pull his hand off the nail, and I was just like, oh! Such a great movie. Fun action movie. Not the best movie. It's kind of on the cheesy action side, but or was it? It was a little. There's some comedy mixed in, I think. Yeah, because I remember him. Anyway, rambling on here. Casinos, Seattle. Get back up there. Check that out. Maybe. Guys, don't hold me to my words. I'm still fixing up my RV, and travel is not a priority. Travel is frivolous, and I can see plenty in the areas I'm in without going all over the place. But when Patches is all fixed up and I got savings for emergencies, I am going to hit the road and see some sights, definitely. I love the idea of going to Arizona for the winter and hiding from the rain. Oh, Patches would last so much longer if I could get some routine of going down to Arizona, coming back up, back down to Arizona. Always figuring things out. We'll get... I watched the videos of the RTR, and I yearn for it. It's like, oh, I want to go down there and say hi to everybody, and maybe if I'm in the right mood, offer some work. I guess I'd need to be in the right mood to say hi to everybody as well, too. I'm not the most sociable. Introvert is a word that seems appropriate. But I do like socializing. Obviously, being an apartment maintenance guy for 5 years, you have to socialize quite a bit. I enjoy it, but I just get... yeah, I don't know. Once I get out there, it'll be great. What else is on the list? Yeah, I found 2 super cheap parks for $300 a month. Which would be great for getting stuff done on the RV. Since I only have a limited time here, it's kind of stressful, and I don't really like it. And I don't like the bugs. Constantly dealing with bugs. Spiders crawling across my cameras, having to go out and destroy them and their webs. Yeah, because the ranch he wants to have a 3-day rule about staying here. That way, there's no technical, like, I think it's a way to technically say, I don't know. I think he's worried about liability or something. Doesn't want people living here. No roommates. I can stay up here if I'm working, or if I'm working on the RV. Usually about 3 days. There was some talk about them letting me stay up here for like a week on, week off type of thing, because they know how bad I am with my insomnia and needing to catch up on sleep before I do anything. I come back from boondocking and I'm pretty worse for wear. So when I get here and they want me to work, they got to give me a day or two to get some sleep. Because the past 2 days I have not. So, I mean, it's a good deal. It's better than 300. Well, I mean, I can't stay up here for very long. So I really yearn for a stable place to go and have as much time as I need and not feel like I'm going to get chased out at some point. So an RV park would be nice. I might pick an RV park and just stick with it. Call it my little my own thing for retreat. So I can stay on the road, do my thing, and when I'm tired, I can come back and hit the RV park for a couple weeks, get some work done on the RV. Either way, I'm coming up with a routine. Yeah, and I like the idea of going back to... I miss the community setting of like the first RV park I was at in the beginning of my adventure here. Started out in a driveway, or started out leaving a driveway to an RV park and then back to a driveway. But anyway, I was mostly in an RV park in the beginning of my adventure here with Patches, and I liked it. You know, when I go out working on stuff, a neighbor'd come up and BS about what I'm doing, and they'd always have some input, and instead of just out here working on my stuff all alone all the time, it was just nicer, yeah, having a bit of a community setting and just enjoying having other people around me. I also like the idea of getting into a little traveling group, but I don't really go out and travel. I kind of just wander up and down between Washington and Oregon. Possibly down, I'll try to avoid California, and get over to Arizona. I've been looking at a map and seeing how I could do that. I-5 is straight shot down California, though, so I might just go down I-5 and then shoot over to Arizona. It's really not that bad of a drive if I stick to the main highways. And I look forward... I sit here and I stress about traveling, but it also infuriates me because I sit here thinking about it, and that's all I do. I want to try it. I want to try traveling. It's never as bad as I think it is. So I'm looking forward to it. I am. I want Patches all fixed up first. That's all. So I think that's a pretty good update. 7 in the morning. It's February 8th. End of the month. Very early March. We'll be out of here. Give you another update on things. I'm gonna get started on the sway bar. I just need to take a bolt off, match up some bolts on one side, and the other side also needs a bolt. 4 new bolts. I need to get some new bolts that aren't gonna break. And then on one side I need to find out what I'm gonna do about a crack. I got one of the brackets are cracked. Probably just weld it and grind it flat. Actually, I think that's exactly what I'll do. Just keep it super simple. And then see what my time is, if I have enough time. Probably have enough time to take apart the e-brake and work on that. But I also like taking it easy toward the last week or two. Go through the RV. Put things away. It's kind of smoky in here for some reason. So I need to check on that. We'll get back to you. A repair or two. Why is it smoky in here? We'll let you know what's going on. Okay, bye. Have a good day.